I have been seeing a lot of immigrant hate on Instagram lately, and it mainly only bothers me when it's not funny. Just as someone that hates with talent, I'm like, hate better, I might be on your side. Because whenever people seem to hate immigrants, they never have good solutions for immigration itself. Like, I saw a video of this GO train pulling into Union Station. So many people got off this train that there wasn't enough space for people to go down the staircase into Union Station. And everybody in the comments on Instagram is like, this means that we need less immigrants. And I was like, more platform! No, you don't understand. These immigrants don't follow the law. This is so dangerous. How? Indians are faster than most GO trains. Have you seen how slow that fucking train is? My favorite video is still that video of the Punjabi people dancing outside the Eaton Center. Because again, everybody in the comments, this is Trudeau's Canada! Like, how many times do we have to tell you that Trudeau was only pretending to be Indian? But more than that, I'm like, if you live in a democracy, hypothetically, democracies believe in the concept of incremental change. You don't believe in hating shit. You get to say, I hate this, or I like this better or worse than what came before it. Unfortunately, it's not applicable to this particular scenario, because before the Punjabis were dancing outside the Eaton Center, that same space was occupied by one white evangelical yelling at everybody that they were going to go to hell. This is better than that. The Punjabis are a lot better at converting people to Christianity. My favorite part is I don't think people understand if they just manage to take the racism out of their hate, I don't think they understand how many immigrants would actually be on their side. Because the cold hard truth of the matter is when I see the Punjabi people dancing outside the Eaton Center, I don't like it either. But now I can't say anything. Because these racists keep yelling, but the Punjabis are dancing! And I'm like, your problem is Punjabis. My problem is dancing. I walk by those Punjabis every day of my life like these fucking extroverts. Who enjoys themselves outside? But they can't take the racism out of it for some reason. Like, why is it that when an Indian dances, it's a nuisance, but when a white woman does it, it's a flash mob? I have seen so many cameras on women out on the street. I threw a wish in the well, don't ask me on everything, and now you're in my way. I'm like, you're in my way, Beck. You get the fuck out of my way! But have you ever noticed, whenever somebody claims to hate immigrants, 3 days later you will find Canada in the country these people were just claiming to hate, advertising immigration. And that ad looks exactly like a pamphlet for Ryerson University. You know what I'm talking about. Gay person, trans person, black person, Palestinian, paraplegic. Just 8 different types of suffering. All magically somehow end up playing Monopoly in the park together. Everybody looking at it like none of us have friend groups that diverse. Because none of us moved to this country to make our first black friend. Like, yes, one to add to my collection, yes. Pokemon, gotta catch. Jamal, I choose you. We all have the same suffering. To this day, if somebody tells me they have a history of slavery in the family, I first have to ask them, cotton or indigo? Jisko aata hai, aata hai. The things they expect from immigrants that they don't expect from anybody else. For 6 months after I immigrated to this country, people were like, how do you not know about Remembrance Day? And I was like, because in order to remember something, you first have to be taught that it happened. How can I never forget something that I never remembered? Meanwhile, every bus, never forget! I'm like, I am trying to remember where the fucking bus is going! This is why I love taking my white friends with me when I go to Indian restaurants. Because then they find out what discrimination feels like. Some of you know. Every time you take a white friend to an Indian restaurant, the waiter will first take you aside, like, 1 second. What is the spice tolerance of this creature? Even if you go on DoorDash, you find an Indian restaurant, they always have that spice scale, mild, medium, spicy. That scale is for white people alone. Every Indian I know is looking at that scale confused. Like, how do I know if this is my medium? Or white medium. I go into the description and write, I'm Indian, make it properly. Last time I ordered chili chicken off of Uber Eats, like, Delhi se hu bhejod. I took a white friend with me to an Indian restaurant. They had a spice scale on the menu from 1 to 7. 7! This boy looked at the waiter, looked at the menu, looked back at the waiter, and said, how spicy is level 3? Every Indian in the joint turned their head just to be like, more spicy than level 2. And the waiter was like, sir, 3 is more than white people spicy. And we were all like, that makes sense because 1 is salt and 2 is pepper. Toronto, my name is Ashwyn Singh. Thank you so much. You guys have been a fantastic